Kettlebell swing. Today we're gonna look at the kettlebell swing, the two main different styles, and even a third style. How to perform them, the differences, and the benefits. The two main styles of kettlebell swing is the Girevoy style, it's the sport style, and the hard style. There's also a third style, it's the squat swing. Because the kettlebell movement is growing, so people are starting to doing their own kettlebell workouts in the gyms. And what happens is that people start doing it like a deadlift. And what happens in the squat style is that when you perform a swing, it goes like this. The first pull is no good. It's like dipping it down there, standing up, down, up, down, up. So usually the bell doesn't travel backwards. It's just like a deadlift. There's nothing wrong in doing that style, but it puts a lot of stress on the spine. The other one is the hard style. And no matter style, when you do the swing, it's always thinking like a triangle. I have the same distance to the bell that I have between my legs. About. The more you do it, the less you will think about it. So when I do the hard style, it's a hip hinge. I go back with my butt and I have tension in my hamstrings. From here, I can't really reach the bell, so I squat down so I can grab the bell. And I don't call this a hike, I call this a pull. So this is the first pull, I pull the bell backwards. And when I pull it back here, I can practice that. When I pull the bell back, I feel the tension in my hamstring. So I want my hip to work. It's the hip that's going to do the most work in the swing. So I go back, I have tension in my hamstrings, a bit in my glutes, and I push my hip forward. So from here, bam. I have some activation in my lats. I don't lift the bell with my arms. I'm just holding the bell. So it looks like this. And down. You can do it with one arm or with two arms. When I do the Girevoy style, it's also the hamstrings and the glutes. But I have more involvement with my quads. So I'm going to show on the lighter bell. I have the same starting position. I can even be closer. But the first thing I do is that I pull the bell in between my legs. So from here, I pull, so I straighten my knees. Straighten my knees. And when I have gotten the bell back here, I will push my hip forward and use my quads to do the swing. Usually when you do the Girevoy style, you do it with one hand. I usually have this exercise as an assistant for grip strength and cardio. When I do with two bells, I usually do black cleans. I do them for my clean and jerks or for my cleans. So it looks like this. From here, pull the bell up, So you notice it's not the same breathing pattern. I breathe a lot more because I want oxygen in my body. And what I do is that if I have the swing as an assistant for my kettlebell work, depending if it's for the snatch, how am I doing the snatch? Is my thumb inwards or outwards or natural? So if it's inwards, it's like this. If it's the thumb forwards, it's like this. So I will simulate when I drop my snatch where I catch the bell. And the same with when I do the clean, because when I do snatch I usually have my thumb backwards. When I do my cleans I have the thumbs forward. So I shift them. When I do double bells I have the thumbs forward. When I do single bell I have the thumbs backwards. But as yesterday I did some assisted work, I had my thumb forward with the single arm swing. It taxed my arm a little bit more, so I can work up the stamina in my grip and biceps. There's nothing wrong in either style. You can do whatever you like, depending on what your goal is with your training. So how you hold the bell, it's the same with the hard style. If I do one arm, because when I do two arms, it's always natural grip. When I do one arm, I can have the thumb inwards. But I can also have the thumb pointing forward from here. There's no regular, like a rule for how you're gonna keep your thumb in the swing, depending on the organization that teaches you the swing. But for me, I'm not competing in kettlebell swing. It's an exercise to increase power, stamina, cardio, whatever. So that's the purpose, and I will use the style that's best preferred for my goal. So should you. But always remember, when I'm doing the swing, it's a hip movement. It doesn't matter if it's the Girevoy style, where I shoot my hip forward and do my small squat movement, where I do my acceleration pull. Or if I do the hard style, where I just shoot the hips forward and I'm just holding the bell. So it's different styles. And it's good to know when you go to the gym, you will see people doing all kind of different styles, even the squat style. I don't go to people and say, that's not good for you, but if you do the squat style, the old school hard style, you will be putting more pressure on your spine. I hope this can help you and clear things up. Thank you.